A member of Congress wants Mexico held accountable for failing to live up to the terms of an 80-year-old water treaty. This is Monday, October 20th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Welcome into Monday. Thanks for kicking off your week with the Texas Minute. Early voting starts today statewide for the 17 constitutional propositions and continues for the next 2 weeks. Election Day is on Tuesday, November 4th. Let's get into today's news. Mexico might finally be held accountable under the terms of an 80-year-old water treaty if a member of Congress has her way. Republican U.S. Representative Monica de la Cruz of Edinburgh is pushing for the recognition of the 1944 water treaty with Mexico to be part of the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. The 1944 treaty between the United States and Mexico described how the waters of the Rio Grande and other rivers is to be shared. Mexico has not fulfilled its treaty obligations consistently since 1994. It's estimated that in 2023 alone, Texas suffered nearly $1 billion in losses from crop production as a result. On the November ballot, Austin voters will have a chance to weigh in on the politically created affordability crisis in the capital city. At issue is Proposition Q, a tax ratification election set to hike property taxes if it's approved. As a matter of perspective, Austin's city budget was $3.3 billion back in 2013. This August, the city council approved a $6.3 billion budget, doubling in a decade. The new budget includes significant increases in various race-based programs, including a nearly 40% increase for the Office of the Equity and Inclusion and a nearly 20% increase for the Small and Minority Businesses Resource Department. Support for the tax hike is hard to find outside of the council chambers, besides a collection of homeless advocacy groups and labor unions. Meanwhile, the ballot measure is being opposed by a bipartisan coalition of groups such as Restore Leadership Austin, Save Austin Now, and the Travis County Taxpayers Union, the Austin Chamber of Commerce, and the Austin American Statesman, which frequently align with City Hall, are in this election opposing Proposition Q. In a case stemming from the attempted treatment of a Fort Worth man during the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Mary Talon Bowden is planning to appeal the Texas Medical Board's decision to issue a public reprimand against her. The TMB ruling was issued on Friday after years of investigation and contentious hearings. The case stems from a 2021 incident in which Bowden attempted with a court order to have ivermectin administered to a dying COVID-19 patient. Although a nurse was ultimately blocked by hospital staff, the TMB pursued the matter as, quote, unprofessional behavior. Bowden has maintained that she was acting at the patient's family's request and following legal advice. The TMB reprimand means that Bowden must inform any hospital or healthcare entity where she works or seeks privileges of the reprimand, which will remain on her record indefinitely. Bowden's medical license was neither suspended nor revoked. Bowden said she would appeal, arguing that the process violated her constitutional rights. For context, the members of the Texas Medical Board were all appointed by Governor Greg Abbott and confirmed by the Texas Senate. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Every day I run into something that I'm dealing with a county judge.
Judge Bray recused himself, but as we'll soon see, he couldn't resist reinserting himself into the process.
Kicking the Circle, Texas Scorecard's latest documentary, will be available on October 28th at texasscorecard.com.
Coming from a case in Louisiana, legal experts are predicting that the United States Supreme Court will dismantle an aspect of the Voting Rights Act that requires racial consideration when redistricting. This will be impacting the Lone Star State. The current judicial understanding of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act is that certain congressional districts are protected from being redrawn based solely on the racial composition of the voters. This puts the Voting Rights Act in conflict with the constitutional requirement that districts be blind to race. Now, how does this impact Texas? Earlier this month, arguments were heard by a 3-judge federal panel in El Paso about Texas's newly drawn congressional districts. These were designed to give Republicans 5 new opportunity seats, but Democrats want the map blocked because they claim it was racially gerrymandered. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Paige Field, Adam Kahn, Sidney Henry, and Travis Morgan. Nick Shepard gets the show edited and delivered to you every weekday morning. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Let's go make it a great day.